Hey guys, welcome. Sorry for the late start. Yes, just one. All right, testing, testing. Let me know if you can hear me well. Oh, okay. All right, so welcome everyone and welcome to our Saturday Night Live video. All right, so let's just go ahead and you know the drill, share the link. I know some persons have been texting my phone, but I have not been able to respond. Sorry about that, guys. I've been having some little difficulties. All right, let me know if you can hear me well. That's the first thing. All right, so if you are here, you can just let me know if you are hearing me. All right, so I just opened the chat. You can go ahead and let me know if you are here. Copy. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Okay. All right. Good, good, good. Whoa. So I'm calling someone by mistake. All right, so welcome again, guys. If you are new here, somebody shared the link with you and you are here with us this evening. If this is your first time, welcome. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. GRADE. All right, so guys, we're gonna get right into it. Last week we did a bit of consumer arithmetic and we focused a bit on two things. Well, a number of things mixed up. We did profit and loss, profit percentage. This week we're going to focus on a bit of simple interest, some depreciation and stuff like that. All right, so I did promise you that we could not cover all of consumer arithmetic last week. And so I promised you a second episode of that. All right, so go ahead and share the link, guys. We may not be able to do as much sharing as we usually do. I don't know. Oh, you stay by your side. All right. All right, so let me see. I don't know if you had told me if you could hear me. All right, so check, check, check. All right, great, loud and clear. Hello, Janelle Campbell. Janelle, I feel like it's the first time I'm seeing you in the chat. So I don't know if you're new. All right, cast music. Hola, hola, hola. I don't know your real name, so you can just say hi. Hey, Alia. You know, guys, there was, what's her name? I don't even remember, but I see her last week. Anyway, I don't know if someone and Rennie reach it. Big up on herself. All right, all right. All right, while you're coming in, guys, welcome, welcome. Make yourself known. All right, go ahead and you can rep your school in the chat. We do that sometimes. You can rep your school, say get a little shout out, etc. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. All right, guys. So thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. I just don't want to. You know, some people blame me said in sending. All right, so we are here. And we're gonna get started. As I said before, the topic this evening is gonna be part 2 of what we started last week. And if you weren't here, you can go ahead and check out that. By the way, let me know in the chat who has been following up with the 3-a-day multiple choice past paper questions. If you know you have been faithfully going through those past paper questions, for those who don't know, so every day from Monday to Friday. This week was the first week, and so next Monday to Friday again, we will go ahead and do some more past paper questions. So we started May 2019, and we covered 15 questions yesterday this week. So next week is another 15. We're taking them in tiny bits and pieces. So I hope that's working out for you. So if you are new, let us know. Hey, Ridge, oh my gosh, Ridge. Guys, that's one of my babies. Oh. All right. Yes, so Janelle is definitely checking out the videos. Okay. Cast music is just passing through. All right. Hi, Ridge, my darling. I miss you. All right. And the other one, them. I miss you and the other. It's just in case them see this and cause. All right, guys. So we are, I'm glad the videos are helpful for you. All right. I can see that persons are making a note of that. And also feel free to comment under the videos in the days. I'm not sure if I understand what happens sometimes. I see some comments, I don't know if they're hackers. They're written a particular way. So I don't know if it's persons actually trying to comment and it's coming off not so nice or whatever. But yeah, so we are doing consumer arithmetic and we are part 2. So we are starting with a little foreign exchange. All right, starting with a little foreign exchange. And this is how we're actually going to start off. So this one is like a little brain teaser. All right, so go ahead and read through and see if you can get this. It says this year, Bob gets $260 a week for his work. And this is 30% more than his weekly pay last year. Anyways, Danny here, Bob has said this. And Danny has said, oh, so that means he gets $182 per week last year. But Danny's actually wrong. So meanwhile, you tell me why is Danny wrong. Go ahead and with these questions, you probably want to reread like 2 times. So check and see and tell me, why do you think Danny is wrong? Okay. All right. Tell me, why do you think Danny is wrong? Make I send Renee. Okay. All right. Why do you think Danny wrong? Danny says, well, if you get $260 a week for work. So hey, John L, you reach. All right, so John L says that's because that's more than 30%. Me want a little more explanation. All right, want a little more explanation. So let me see if I get it right, and you can confirm in the chat, John L. She's really saying that since Danny used to, okay, she's saying that if This must have been, if Daniel say he got $182 last year, and you find 30% of 182. I don't want to give it too much. But let me see what other persons have to say before we go that far. All right. So it's definitely not what Daniel said. All right. Can't write. Can't write. All right. Copy. All right, let me see who else. All right, so apart from John L, what's going on? All right. When we say, so Bob gets $260. First of all, can anybody pick up what is Danny doing? What is Danny doing to say that Bob is getting 30% of 260? That's what we ask ourselves. So probably that's where you need to reason. That's where we would have to reason this from. All right. So the first thing you want to do is try to get into Danny's head and see what's happening, why Danny said that. No, can anyone tell me what is 30% of where is it? What is 30% of 182? And if you find that and add it to 182, will you get 260? 30% of what? Because based on what Danny is saying, if we find, hi Jamila, hi. All right, share the link, guys. Share the link. Don't forget to share. All right. If Danny, okay. So if Bob got 182 last year, $182, and we find 30% of that, and we add it back to 182, tell me, what would you get? What is it that you would get? What would you get? What would you get? Okay. All right. So what really are they doing? Tap to unmute. Guys, no, me can't see what I say. Hold on. Settings. What? Okay, let me try to enter this normal. A normal person. All right. So John is saying that if you find 30% of 182, right? And add it back to it, you won't get 260. So that means, based on what Danny is saying, if 182 was what Bob was getting, you would get that. That would not have been the case. No. All right, just give me a second, guys. I'm using a different device this week, so the whole touch screen thingy is not let's see right now. All right, so what Danny did was to find 30% of 260 and then he subtracted it, right? That's what Danny did, but that's technical, that's wrong, because you remember last week we had said that so we're gonna use, we're gonna make up some statements now. If this year, so let's go and write then or last year, seriously, then no. Last year, he got a certain amount of money. And this year, he got 260. Last year, the certain amount of money that he got, we're going to equate that to 100%. It's pretty much like what we did to the cost price last year. 100% because that is the basis. So we do the dollars then first. We don't know this. And we know that one here. But then we now are going to say, all right, what he got last year would be equal to 100%. And when we add on 30% onto that, what he has this year now would be 130%. So let me say that again. What Danny got last year, since that 30% was added onto it, we're going to call that 100% because we don't know the value of it, but we know it's 100%, right? In terms of percentage, this year's money is 130%. All right, so these are the percentage, that's the dollars. And we know that when we have these ratios, we can go ahead and equate them and we can find the cross products. So let's call this X or M for money. X times 130 would give us 130X equals 260 times 100. All right, the cross products. Divide both sides by 130. Divide by 130. You could go ahead and multiply 260 times 100 first, but then you can also, since they're right here, so you can also go ahead now and say 130 into 260 goes 2 times. 2 times 100 would have been $200. And you can always check back because you can always say to yourself, is it true that if I find 30% of 200, that would have been 60. So his pay last year was 200, and now this year, since $60 add-on on it, the pay is now 260. All right, so with questions like these, guys, you just need to make statements. And while you set them in your head, you go ahead and write them down. And if you notice, I'm doing a lot of that in the for them name multiple choice question. All right, guys, don't forget to share the link. Hold on, Ariel, I think. All right, are we ready now? If you're ready, type in the chat. Let me hear you say you're ready. If you're ready, type ready. You know how we do it. All right, you know how we do it. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. So we are actually going to move to our first question that has to do with foreign exchange. All right. So again, if you're ready, just let me know if you're ready. All right. Some years ago, $1 US was equivalent to $3.50. Anybody did ban them time there? You can raise your hand. So we know you're old. Because right now, one Jamaican dollar is how much US dollar. Them time there, where money worth enough. All right. So calculate the amount in US currency that was. Hey guys, Tashmar is here. All right, calculate the amount in US currency that was equivalent to 8,400. Some years ago, the US dollar, so you start make up your little table them now. Hey, Alok is here. Oh, sorry. Adrian is here. All right, guys, good to see you. Good to see you again. Don't forget to share. All right, so we have $1. $1 US is equal to $3.50 Jamaican. So let's write it down. 1 is equal to $3.50. All right, and it says how much then in US currency would be equivalent to 8,400 Jamaican dollars. What don't we know? The part here. If you're comfortable using X, stick with X. Hey, Brianna. All right. By the way, guys, I totally forgot to just put out the fact that we're going to have that this live is not just for CXC students. So that the grade 7, 8, 9, 10. Mistake. The last name hold me a while ago. Yes, true. Oh gosh. Anyways, so guys, yes, like legit, today is for last week too. Like anybody can come. Anyway, it's foreign exchange. Everybody have common sense. All of we have common sense. All of we can do them type common here. All right. So, yeah. So go ahead. So for those who weren't here last week, and just in case you didn't catch any of the multiple choice videos in the week, then you know that I'm telling you all the time, look here, one ratio can help yourself so much. So this ratio, $1 to $3.50, is equal to X to 8,400. So if the ratios are equal, you can find their cross products. All right. And some people might say, because sometimes I find the cross product like this. 1 times 8,400 must be equal to X times $3.50. But then there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because it will give you the same answer as if you do this. Remember, now a ratio can be written as a fraction. Me won't chat too much when you use your next question, because you don't know this already. 1 to $3.50 ratio as fraction is equal to X to 8,400. Even though they're in different places from what I have up here. I forgot some enough right now in the top corner there. Even though they are in different places, it's the same thing that's gonna happen. 1 times 8,400, X times $3.50. I say thing. All right, so just so you see if space, you're not have to rewrite the ratio them again. All right, you can just go straight under the cross product from there. So anyway, so now talk to me now. X times $3.50, we know that's gonna be $3.50x, 3.5x. If you forget about the dollars for a second, is equal to 1 times 8,400, 8,400. Want to go ahead and tell me what would be the answer? What would be the answer? If you're done before you can go ahead and share the link. But what would be the answer? All right. I'm going to lead by example. So I'm going to go ahead and share the link as well. All right. Didn't want to start too late, so I didn't want to use up most of the front part, just sharing and not actually starting. All right. What then would be, or me left it here because me know I'm telling you what to do, right? I want to make sure I also know how to solve equations, because that again, they're in everything. By the way, I was inspired because I'm tired of students not knowing how to add and subtract signs, numbers, integers, not knowing how to multiply and divide them every day the same thing. We mix up the signs, we do this, we do that. So me have one whole, me feel like we need to do a life and just that alone, just algebra, basics. But we'll get there in time. All right, 8,400. Check if nobody get the answer. Talk to me, talk to me. All right, so basic thing about equations, we wouldn't end up subtracting because we want to find x. This is what the thing is about. The whole idea of solving an equation is suppose we want to find the value of x, so it means we're trying to get x on one side by itself, which means I need to get rid of this $3.50. Yes, Miss Salter, you're late. All right, we want to get rid of this $3.50. So what we're going to do is actually, since this is multiplication, we do the reverse, which is division. So the person who said subtract, the person was actually trying to do a reverse in their head because they must say this is positive, so them doing negative. But pay attention to the operation that's taking place. That's multiplication, divide. Divide by $3.50. Oh, Janelle, so quiet. Oh, Janelle, so quiet. All right, so if we divide that by $3.50, what do we get? How much US dollar? All right, see, hey. All right, yes, Elvin, indeed. All right, correct. Anyway, guys, I have 2 videos that I'm so excited to post for y'all. One is, if you tell you no, if you don't want to hear, say I want to hear in the chat. You don't want to hear? And 2 is, so when we divide, guys, what do we get? Let me see if the answer is coming. Oh, should I type it long time, you know? All right. Oh, she did answer for true. She did answer for true. My apologies. All right, so that would have been x equals 2,400. Can you imagine if we have $1 when $1 Jamaican dollar actually worth enough than $1? Can you imagine? But anyways, like that will never happen. Like it happen, Well, let's see. All right. But B says no, the dollar start go down. It started to devaluate. That is why they were there now, right? One Jamaican dollar, singular plural. All right, one Jamaican dollar, guys, was worth 70% of its original value. Calculate the new rate of exchange for $1. No, more realize something because Janelle, one of them are bad tune. Like literally, I put it up from January. Pause. Everything start running on my head. This is like, you ever see the meme that was that moment when the students happy because the teacher got off track and started chat foolishness. But yeah, so this is the one of them is a song about the Cartesian plane. I make it long time. I'm proud of myself, I don't know I'm afraid to release it. I actually uploaded it long time from January. I don't know. From January 15 or 19. But anyway, I feel like I'm gonna drop it Monday. And then I have a reaction to math memes video. So probably get that the other week. But anyway, so guys, what's very important in this question is that you know this. One Jamaican dollar was worth 70% of its original value. Then could I say this one next way? How else could they say it? Then could I tell us say the $3.50 Jamaican was worth 70% less than its 70% of its original value. Why could they say that? For the same reason that they could have said 100 Jamaican dollars was worth 70% of its original value. 1,000 Jamaican dollars was worth 70% of its original value. They say if $1 worth 70% of its original value, every single amount you can calculate in Jamaican is worth 70% of its original value. So it's like it does no say, no matter where you calculate, it's 70% of that $3.50 when it originally did it. All right. So long as you can pick up that and just make that stay in your mind, then you're good. So you don't have to do like this. You don't have to say, you can do one of two things. You can say, so one Jamaican dollar, no. Would that be like, would have to start at $0.70 because that's 70% of a dollar. Okay, 70% of 100 cents, which is 70 cents, right? So you could say this and then you could do a whole heap of tingalings. But anyway, watch this. It says now calculate the amount of Jamaican dollars that would be equivalent to $2,400. Calculate the amount of Jamaican dollars that would be equivalent to $2,400. Oh, first we need to calculate the new rate of exchange for $1. So sorry about that. All right, so you just need to know 70% of $3.50 hour. That's it. So $1 did worth $3.50 first. No, okay, dollar start go down now. $1 is worth 70% of that. Somebody find 70% of $3.50 for me, or you're going to put in your calculator 3.5, the zero number. All right, 70% of $3.50. What would that be? That's not the new rate for $1. That's all I want to get from the question. Okay. Sometimes people get things like this and then just overthink it. May I tell you? All right. Sometimes only no need fear mad. I go on like no matter. Okay. All right. So I see a $2.45. All right. So $1 would have been equal to whatever this works out to be, which is $2.45. All right. I know I have to give you probably a little bit of time to write a little bit. All right. But I'm clearing in 10 seconds. I'm not really want to leave nobody behind. Oh, I actually can use right here. It's fine. So part C says calculate the amount of Jamaican dollars that would be equivalent to $2,400. The first thing I would ask you if we were in a face-to-face class together is give me the rate of US to Jamaican. You say, if you know, make up this, if at least in your mind or on the paper, you are, if you don't identify what you know and what you don't know, you're going to run into a problem. All right, what do I know? I know that now, and it says hence, so they mean the last thing you calculate now, use that to help you. $1 US, $2.45 Jamaican. How many Jamaican dollars, so I don't know that, sorry, wrong side. How many Jamaican dollars, we don't know, is going to be equivalent to 2,400 US. And as we said, these are ratios. So we have created ratios, US to Jamaican. So we are going to say now, we can find the cross products. Testing 1, 2. And this is easy peasy. Easy peasy. Tell me what then would be the value of X. What would be the value of X? All right. What would be the value of X? Okay. All right. So after you do X times 1, which would be X, equals, and you find the cross product of, which is 2,400 times $2.45, what would that final answer be? What would that final answer be? All right, and then we're gonna just run on to the next question. And once I feel like I'm not good, I might just skip questions, skip certain questions. All right, so what would it be? All right, so I'm seeing the answers. All right. So indeed, 5,880. All right, and Johnny was the first one to do that. Good job. No, guys. Let's take a second one. It says, and this is how sometimes the questions are phrased. So I'm giving you the different forms. I won't give you one of the two of the same thing. No, a tourist exchange, you 200 US dollars for Jamaican currency at a rate of $1 US is equal to $18.81 Jamaican, right? Now she has to pay 2% of the amount exchanged. So one, you're going to calculate how much tax was paid. So before we can calculate how much, well, it depends. So it says calculate in Jamaican currency. So we need to, of course, convert that 200 to Jamaican currency first. Set up your table then talk to me. All right. And of course, it's not always Jamaican, Jamaican to US. All right. Who's here? Who else there now? Hey, Donna Dean. Miss Pinky? Yes, Pinky. You're late, Pinky. Mega beat you, Pinky. Yes, Pinky. All right. Okay, Pinky, I see you. Yes, Adrian. Yes, Donna Dean. All right. So once you set up with Sing, we're good to go. He will be my guide. Sorry, we sing that song there all day at church today. So that not gonna lift my head, me sure. All right. All right. So if me start work now, it means I'm behind you guys. So I'm supposed to try catching up. All right. Be my guide. So remember, guys, just in case you're on here, but anybody here when I said this at first, we're continuing this week or 3 a day multiple choice questions. All right. I'm going to try as best as possible to schedule the live videos. That way, everybody can have the link like very early before we even start. All right. I don't think I'm certain how to do it. So I'm going to ensure that I concretize that first. All right. I'm going to do a live test probably tomorrow or so. All right. So here we go. $1 US, 1881. You write down the exchange rate that you know. All right. And then you say, all right, what I don't know now. I don't know how much Jamaican dollars is 200 US worth. How do I find that since I don't know? I'm going to find the cross product for my ratios because my ratios are equal. So x times 1 must be equal to 1881 times 200. I'm repeating the rules because I know some persons just come on. All right. Hi Donna Dean. I don't know. You know, someone I still don't know when to school. Which school wanna go? I don't know where you wanna come from. All right, so we have 200 times 1881. What will that give us? What will that give us? When we're done this, we're gonna find the tax for themselves. All right. What will that give us? Okay. 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 All right, good. And so after this, we're gonna just go ahead and find the tax. All right, good. All right, so I see 3 answers, 3762. Beautiful. So X would have been 3,762 Jamaican dollars. 762. What would have been the tax? 2% of that. All right. And that, of course, I told you to just go ahead and do that same time. What would have been the tax paid? All right. How much tax would she pay? All right. How much tax would she pay? How much tax would she pay? How much tax I see $75.24, and that is correct. So how much then? Let me put it on the board. Tax equal $75.24. How much then did the tourist actually receive? How much did the tourist actually receive? Nice, guys. I'm seeing. All right. So $75.24 is correct. All right. So guys, if you're done on a wait for way, again, you can go ahead and share the link. Anytime you stop, you know the drill. Anytime you stop, right? On a wait for way. Yes, I see the correction. Adrian. All right. I have this built-in mechanism to just pick up typos for the right side of 5. So it's possible. What then is the amount where the tourists actually receive? All right. So the total money would have been 3,762 Jamaican dollars, and tax come out $75.24. Right. How much would I left? Simply that. How much would be left? All right, I see one answer so far. All right, so you know we started about 7:30 something. So I'd have hoped to get out of here, let's say 8:30. So hopefully 8:40. All right, what would have been the final amount? Oh, guys, from now on, remember, especially those who are new, all of the episodes after this, you're probably going to need a calculator. All right, so ensure that you're where that is concerned. All right, ensure that you're well ready. All right, good. And that is our correct answer. So we know that we're going to subtract $75.24 from the total amount received equal. Let me write so here. So equals. We're subtracting the tax from, and anything left at that she gets. So we have $3,687.76. That is correct. All right, Tashmar and Janelle. All right, let me not call name because next thing Adrian gonna start post me. All right, all on all is I participate. All right, good job, guys. Good job. Now, look at, I'm just giving you one question like this. I'm giving you the fact that $1 is equal to 1 Trinidadian. Look here, me just say Trinidadian, full stop. Me not do the other thing. 6 is equal to $6.79 in Trinidadian dollars. Now, you're also told that 1 Trinidadian dollar is equal to 25 Jamaican dollars and 55 cents. And I actually went on the internet for this one. So, all right, it should be pretty close to what it is worth today. All right, it was earlier this week. So we'll have a recent something now. All right, and it says convert $40 to Trinidadian dollars. Go ahead and do that for yourself. Go ahead and do that. For anybody who just coming in, I'm just gonna say we have create a ratio. Put up your table. US dollars to Trinidadian dollars. Full stop. All right. Write down what you know. Write down what you don't know. Write down what you know. Put it in a ratio. Write down what you don't know. Put it in a ratio. All right. Do that and we're good to go. All right, this should be pretty easy. Why do I encourage the use of ratios? Guys, 3/4 of the time, students spend their time trying to see if they can figure out if they have to multiply or if they have to divide. Should I multiply, should I divide? So if you take out all of the stress, you just write it down. Full stop. You just write it down and you go right through. Right through. Full stop. No headache, no nothing, because you see it in front of you. Since they are ratios and they are equal, find the cross product, put them equal to the one another. All right. All right. Let's talk to me in the chat. Talk to me. All right, good. So you make up a table 40. Right now you know $1 US, $1 US is worth $6.79. So yes, Adrian, nobody cost me. I don't want no costing. All right, so we are gonna say now how much is $40 US worth over your soul. All right. So I don't know if I'm reaching on no answer yet. I don't want to push it. Okay. So this is how I always tell my students. All right, when more work, you check your book. And if you get it right, you put a sticky, full stop. All right, so we're gonna have 1 times X, that's X, 40 times $6, and that is equal to 40 times $6.79. All right, so the cross products are equal. Them product here, the product here, 1 times X, and the product 40 times $6.79. All right. So all we had was just punch that in a calculator. This is a paper 2 question, and that's all you do. Punch it in the calculator. Let me see who get it before me write it. Yup, I see it. $271.60. Hey, I don't know Tashmar get 150 from me, but you get the right answer first. And then like he must say, just in case. I reacted to a meme like this in the meme video. Where students just put down more than one answer, you don't know which one. Every time you work, you get something else. All right, so Tajmar, the correct one is $271.60. 60 cents. All right, Jonelle. I don't know what that's 70 day. All right. Yes, for A, the answer is $270.60. Oh, somebody probably reached somewhere else. My bad. All right, so that's for part A. All right, so convert $3,832.50 Jamaican to Trinidadian dollars. So you drop your table again, Jamaican, Trinidadian, and no matter which way you want to put them, okay? And what do we know? We know that the rate is 25, 55 to $1. Okay, Tajmar, I see it. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm so sorry. May I spread bad news? What you call it? May I get wrong information about my friend? I'm so sorry. So now we want to find out how much is $3,832.50 in Trinidadian dollars, and Tajmar got it first. All right, there are ratios, so we can go ahead and find the cross product. So we have $25.55 times X is equal to 1 times 3,832.50. Yeah, man, I see the answer them for me now. All right, divide both sides by 25.55. 25.55, and we get the 150 for true. So we can stop spread the rumor and Tajmar. All right, indeed, $150. I'm gonna leave that on the screen just in case persons are right. All right, it says convert 400 US to Jamaican dollars. So if you don't write off them there already, you can go ahead and tell me in the chat, what is it that you would do, seeing that there is no straight conversion with them here to say so-and-so amount of Jamaican dollars equals so-and-so amount of US dollars. What do you do? All right. What do you do? Tell me, tell me. If you're done already, go ahead and share the live. All right. All right. All right. We must do, because we don't have the information, the straight information to work with. All right, so let's see. What do we do? So that means I'm not writing a sentences, so we can see, you know. Hold on. All right, so Pinky, we can probably just, well, I can focus on where we are now, right? So first of all, well, I'm gonna start from B. I'm just gonna say what we just did. So we looked at the fact that I'm not gonna rub off what's on the screen, but while the other persons are thinking about part C. So we said to ourselves, we are asked to find how exactly we can convert $3,832.50 Jamaican to Trinidadian dollars. We know this right here, so we set up a table to say, to compare Jamaican dollars to Trinidadian dollars. We're going to write ratios. So we say 25.55 Jamaican is equivalent to 1 Trinidadian dollar. $3,832.50 is equivalent to, we don't know, because that's what we want to find. We know that when we write down these ratios, they're going to be equal. So we find their cross products, multiply them across. The 25.55 times X gave us this. This times this gave us this. How do we solve the equation? Divide both sides by 25.55, and we would have gotten our $150. All right. But guys, if you're just coming in, then you know you probably will have to, when you're done, you just review the front. All right. So it will make things a little clearer. Oh, when we do this, I can go to the live chat. Yes, thinking foreign exchange. All right, guys. So what do we do if we don't have a straight conversion from US to Jamaican dollars? Question: do we know a way how we can get through from US to Jamaica, from US dollars to Jamaican dollars? Yes, we do. What's the remedy? We're gonna say, all right, me know how much, I know how much US dollars make a certain amount of Trinidadian dollars, and we know how many Trinidadian dollars make a certain amount of Jamaican dollars. So all you would do is convert this money for, and we're not going to go through it, but we just do the thought process. You would convert this 400 US dollars. You can do it in your spare time. US to Jamaican, you'd convert, so the 400 US dollars, I'm going to tell you what the answer should be if you do this in your spare time. All right. So the 400 US would be 2,716, and that's Trinidadian dollars. Then we try to convert that amount of money from Trinidadian dollars, 2,716, to Jamaican dollars. Then we should get $69,393.80. All right. That 80 cents doesn't look good. All right. So yeah, pretty much. All right. So you can take those off 10 seconds to take off just those solutions, because we're going to move to it. Going to move on. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Clear. Here we go. So you see, depreciation, guys, a common sense. It's just like all of this. Not even just depreciation, but all of them something here. When you touch consumer arithmetic, it's just stuff that you just thinking about it like everyday life, because it is everyday life situation. So yeah, get. So look on this now. The woman buy the stove, $2,800. Anyways, she used it for 2 years. The company that's gonna buy it from her say, all right, you see, we're gonna calculate the depreciation of this stove to say every year it lose 15% of what it's valued at, 15% less. So guys, find 15% of 2,800. Tell me in the chat. 15% of 2,800. Go find your calculator and you say depreciation. I'm gonna say for year 1. Me just write number 1 just for space purposes. The depreciation mean how much what's the value that it loses. All right, so you're gonna go 15% of 2,800. All right, and what will that be? 15% of 2,800. Just go ahead and tell me in the chat. After you calculate that, all right, Adrian, I see that you had attempted to answer that. Yeah, geez, all right. Donna, Dean, and Adrian, is when you get to here in the chat, I think you might be a little bit behind. So just draw the cursor, go straight to the end of your the YouTube, the video screen. All right, that red line, pull it straight to the end so that you catch up. I think you're like 30 seconds behind me. I want to tell you, say the comments them did come in and I did my fault. I never see properly. All right. So I see $602. What is 15% of 2,800? What is 15% of 2,800? All right, so you go find calculator and type 15 over 100 times 2,800. What do we get? Okay, all right. So we have to bear in mind that it also tells us that for the first year, there's a depreciation of 15%. For the second year, there's another 15% depreciation on its reduced value. All right, we'll get to what that means. All right, so we get the answer right there from Tajmar, $420. Now, how much the stove value? Since as it was $2,800 that she bought it for, and it go down by 420 now, how much does it value? So I'm gonna write new price. What would be the new price? All right, John, you're correct. Okay. I see where you made the mistake. All right, good guys. All right, so what is the new price? All right, while you find that, that is not what the question asks us. It says, calculate the value of the stove after 2 years. So this is us calculating what is the value of the stove after 1 single year. So we know it lose $420. What's the cost now? All right, what's the value now? All right, that is correct. All right, so now we're at 2380. Now pay attention to why I did mark this. It says that it's gonna be now 15%. Every year it's gonna lose, the second year is gonna lose another 15% on its reduced value. So which means, uncommonsensically, we wouldn't try to find, if it says on the reduced value, it means you're gonna ask yourself, what is the new value of it? 2,380. That is what you take the 15% from. All right, so depreciation for, I have space now, so I'm here right year. Year number 2 would have been 15% of that 2,380. So tell me what that is. And then after that, you can tell me now, you can finally answer the question. Calculate the value of the stove after 2 years. See there? All right, good job, guys. Good job so far. What is 15% of 2,380? All right, guys, if you're new here, the drill is that you make know so you are new here. Okay. All right. It's we are off to a bit of a late start this evening, but guys, don't forget to join us every Saturday night here at 7 o'clock. Encourage your friends to subscribe because, and if you're not subscribed already, to do that also. I see the answer 357. So give me the final value now. Subtract that from 2,380. When it comes to Saturday evening now, you don't have to forget and somebody has sent the link for your member, etc. We just come or just go about business. We do what we do. Eat little food and go about business. All right, good. What is the final answer? So guys, we've done functions. We do coordinate geometry. We do, what else we do? Guys, I don't see Adriana Smith. So anybody this time the first time, 2 weeks ago, on fine art. We did. What else? Good. I see the answer coming in. I see. We did fractions the first week. We did decimals and stuff the second time. Coordinate geometry, functions, and last week we do part one of this. So this is our 6th episode, guys. All right. Rihanna, guys. Who else is Rihanna just reach? Anybody else is Rihanna just reach? Welcome, baby girl. All right, good. So guys, the answer would have been the final answer 2023. All right, so the value of the stove. Let me just write that. Oh my, if nobody just come in, you probably have to go back. All right, so final value would have been, right, final value, okay, don't be like me, would have been, where were we? 2380 minus the little $357, right? And then we got $2,023. And then now part B says, express the value of the stove after 2 years as a percentage of the original value. Now, I love teaching a shortcut, but I also love teaching to go through with common sense. Say it in your mind, then write it down. Express the value of the stove after 2 years, which is express 2023. I'm going to go to all of this. Express 2023, $2,023 as a percentage of original value, as a percentage of 2,800. What am I ask you to say? Talking in English, math is a language. Just say to yourself, just talk. What is 2023 as a percentage of 2,800? You can reword it. You can say 2023 is how much percent of 2,800. I'm going to say it again, because sometimes people don't realize how easy these things are to write down. 2023, I'm going to use different ink. Is your equal sign. How much percent of $2,800? And so you say it, I say write it down. You have to get it, right? So guys, sorry for being so passionate. Yeah, but yeah, and you're good to go. So you're gonna want to say, oh, all right, 100 into this, 28, then they're gone. And say, all right, you can now go ahead and say, all right, 2023 is equal to 28x. I do your thing. All right. Tum, 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 tum. All right. And you can divide by 28. Divide by 28. Well, obviously that you're going to know, because we know you can solve equations. Talk about this all the time. All right. Talk to me in the chat. Let me see what you got. Hey, that's so nice. Talk to me in the chat. Let me see what you got. Anyway. All right, Mr. One answer. And it is, of course, correct. And that is going to be, and I tell you that I need the recording from Zoom. Okay, Pinky, that's group business. You have to remind me on WhatsApp. All right. Nobody else has gotten it as yet either. All right, so the answer is indeed 72.25%. All right. I'm just catching one corner over here. So x is equal to 72.25. But I would have said this already. I think in the last week episode that watch this. One big shortcut for this. 2023. But telling you, so anytime when you hear as a percentage of, you just put it right on top of it. 2023 as a percentage of 2,800. So anytime you hear that, you can just put the first number that you hear over the second number multiply times 100. As long as you see the words as a percentage of. Good, and we're done. All right, we're probably under all of this because that's on time. Oh, sorry, boo. All right. I'll look at my day because I say late. All right. Yes, Donadine. Great, 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 great. All right. All right, guys. So don't forget to spread the word all whenever the year when we just start. Remember, every single day next week, Monday to Friday, that may mean 3 a day multiple choice questions, guys. It's a lot harder when you have to do like a whole multiple choice paper. So it's like me literally I walk you through doing just 3 questions a day, just 3. All right. I know some people brain just feel outside the pressure when they hear so they have all heap of things to do, like me. All right, so this one says, Mrs. White bought a computer on the 1st of January, 1996. She bought it at a cost of Barbados $4,260. We're not going to work this entirely. Given that the value of the computer depreciated by 20%, by the way, friend, you're going to say Barbados dollars, you know, so then soon tell if you can convert it to something. All right, given that the value of the computer depreciated by 20% each year, calculate in Barbados dollars the value of the computer at the end of 1997. What I want to point out to you guys is read the questionnaire more than one time. If you have to do 3 or 4 times, I don't care. Better for you. So watch this. Pay attention to the keywords. She bought a computer on the 1st of January 1996. When it's start of the year, notice that you see depreciation most times is calculated at the end of the year. So watch this. The computer devalues by 20% every year. That means at the end of 1996, December 1996, it got down by 20%. Remember, right? December 1996, when I work the question, but we're just saying, we subtract 20%. So find 20% of it just like we did before and you subtract it. Then calculate in Barbados dollars the value of the computer at the end of 1997. So just like we did with the question before, the answer you get when you do this, let me call it equal answer. You're going to take that answer and you need to depreciate it again by 20% because you have to notice that the question asks, what was the value of it at the end of 1997? So that means that was 2 years. People would get distracted and say, since it's from 1996 to 1997, and they think it's 1 year. But there's a reason they might tell you January, 1st of January, and things like that. All right, so, yep. And then you get some exchange rate. Screenshot this, please, guys, because obviously we don't have time for it of all of this right now. All right, screenshot. And once you're done screenshot, go ahead and share the link. All right, okay. With this. All right, once you are done, you can go ahead and share the link. And guess what time it is? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes. So we know the drill that at this time, you munch on something. All right, but 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. We munch on something, I will share the link same time. Not too tough. All right, so yes, guys. While you rest, as in rest your brain, I'll just say what things that we need to remember. 1, you can always contact me, DG Makes Math Easy, or with this number. I always write the 3 first. All right, or dgmakesmatheasy@gmail.com. Somebody can't spell. You know, every week, me try to make the .com one line there. It don't work. Anyways, so yes, VG makes math easy at gmail.com or 7005836 to find out about how you can be a part of my private CSEC classes, which is what Brian Piki was talking about in the group, right? But yeah, you can go ahead and check that out. Also, don't forget, testing. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. There is such a big difference between those of you who are watching and those of you who are subscribed, right? So subscribe, and of course, this is gonna help you to remember. It's like a calendar, right? When you subscribe, it's like me set up one calendar for YouTube, set up one calendar for you. So when the video them come out, of course, I think if you click the bell, right? When the video them come, as in drop, you're there. Anyways, we're 2 minutes done. So we're ready now. 3-a-day multiple choice questions, guys. Don't forget, every Monday to Friday at 3 o'clock. 3 multiple choice questions at 3 o'clock every weekday, 3 times a week, I joke, 5 times a week. All right, so I'm inviting you to tune into that. All right. Some people confess to me. So them never did really watch the multiple choice questions then. All right, so I don't think we can do too much of these questions, but just probably 3. All right. This one says calculate the simple interest earned. A white nugget. Janela eat water again. All right, Janela eat water again. Good night, sir. Good night. Everyone couldn't understand them right either. Like, anyways, so Janela eat water again. I really eat water. Anyway, I was gonna say my throat dry this week. All right. So, Pinky, send somebody to get them over here. So do please and thanks. Please, me I beg you. You need to have nuggets for everybody every Saturday night. All right. So they come like with us. Yeah. Anyway, guys. All right. So anybody would it come off? If your friend come off for the break, let them know we are back on. All right, let's go. It says calculate simple interest earned on. If you're still here, say here. Okay. So I can know who's still there when me a call pound. All right, calculate the simple interest earned on $5,000 invested for 3 years at 8%. And it says, you know that there's a formula for simple interest. I don't like to start with formulas, but common sense thing is that if you invest the money, invest $5,000 at the bank or wherever, for 3 years at 8%, it's like every year, they might give 3% of that for your money. So they might give 3% that year. Then they give 3% 8%. Me still right back 3 to back foot. All right. Every year you get 8% of $5,000, $25,000. So naturally, you get that 8% 3 times because of 3 years. So it's like you're doing 8% of $5,000 times 3 times. Good. And that's where that formula comes from that says simple interest. The interest you're getting is principal times rate times time over 100. All right. So the principal here, the amount of money you invest. So the rate here, 8%. So you would just really put 8 here because that's why the 100 is already at the bottom. All right. And for time, it does start 3 for 3 years. All right. So let's memorize it properly up top. So simple interest is calculated P times R times T over 100. I'm see the answer come already. All right, so the principal, 5,000 times, you're getting 8% on it every year, percent, times time, which is 3. And of course, that's why the 100, they're under everything. All right, so you go ahead and you say, people say 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0. So 100 into 5,050. 2 zeros cancel each other. So we really have 50 times 8 times 3. And that would be our final answer. 50 times 8 times 3. All right. And I see the correct answer coming in, which would be $1,200. That's it, $1,200. All right. So you can be asked for the interest, but there's something else that you can be asked. Instead of asking you for the interest, so they can ask you, and it's going to come in our next question. I'm just giving persons time to write. It's going to ask you, how much exactly will the person receive at the end of the period? All right. So now they're not just asking you the interest. They're going to ask you, how much now a person have in the bank overall. All right. I should have reworded that. I'm going to write it like this. At the end of the 2-year period. So calculate, I'm not write this down. Calculate the amount he will have in the bank at the end of the 2-year period. Mr. Mitchell deposited $40,000 in the bank, and he earned a simple interest of 7% for 2 years. So you just go through the whole formula again. What would the interest be? Tell me, please. So 40,000 times 7% times 2 years. All right. What would our answer be? All right. So you don't have to find the entire top first and then divide by 100. You can actually use 100 to cancel or reduce another number. What will we get for that final answer? What would we get for the interest? My bad. What would we get for the interest? Yes. People who do Arithmetic can get this, and especially they can get what do you call it now? Compound interest as well. But the format in which they get it is in something called series and sequences. All right. City and Guilds math, I think so. I don't want to say yes, but consumer arithmetic is usually a big part of like every single math syllabus, the Heart syllabus, City and Guilds, and the CXC, CSEC math. All right. So yeah. So the interest itself would have been 5,600, and I saw it in the chat. All right. So how much will he have at the end of the period? So if they ask you how much money will you have in the bank at the end of the time now, then you know the answer is gonna be a tiny bit different. You just saw. Not you, Miss Gordon. Not your time. Not your time, Miss Gordon. All right, KK. By the way, KK, I do have some videos for persons who do add math, surds, indices. What else was done at the time? Quite a number of videos. You can probably just search additional mathematics in my videos, and those will pop up. All right, differentiation, integration, definite integral, and so on. All right, I'm gonna like that view here. Let me set it like this. All right. So if 5,600 was the interest, how much money man have totally? You're definitely gonna say, all right, total amount that he has. You can write that out. All right, would have been the $40,000 you have originally plus the interest. All right, you put in that in the bank, and he had invested that, and so them give him the money on it equals 45,600, I believe. All right. All right, I see, I see. All right. So here we go. This one says a building society, and I've included this because, well, you'll see. A building society offers the rate of 11% per annum. That still means per year, annum, annually. All right. Bethan deposited $2,400 in the society for 15 months. $200, $2,400 in the society for 15 months. I ensured I inserted this question because simple interest equals principal times rate times time. But not all the time you'll be given your rate, your time in terms of years. So instead of 2 years, I can say 24 months. Then hope that you make sense of it and write down the time as 2 years. So for the time, always write it in terms of years. So if you're told 6 months, write 0.5 for half a year. Okay, that's the time that you would put in. I forgot I shouldn't write up there, so. All right, so you will now go and say, all right, the simple interest is equal to, what's the principal? 2,400 times, what's the rate? 11%. Times, what's the time? Now you tell me how much years, how many years? How many years is 15 months? 15 months is how many years? 15 months is how many years? 15 months is how many years? All right. And since you already know how to calculate the answer, I'm going to put the answer down right here so until you get to that point in the chat where you tell me the time. All right. So I'm actually going to give away the answer. All right. So 15 months. How many months make a year? 12 months make 1 year. 12 months make 1 year. We're not past 9 o'clock, do. All right. 12 months make 1 year. I have to practice for when I'm married, you know, that I don't pass the time that I say I'm going to pass, you know, because it's family time. All right, guys. So I'm going to give the good. I see the answer 1.25. Let's just walk through it. 12 months, 1 year. 12 months, that's a 1 year. 3 more months left. That's a quarter of a year. So a quarter, we know a quarter is 0.25. All right. So you're going to have 0.25. For those people who are going to literally write a quarter, put the 1 up here, so, and the, and the 4 down here, so. But it would take a different class for me to tell you to remember to write that multiplication sign there. All right. But you will have a calculator, so just ask the calculator. A quarter. Sorry. Just ask your calculator. A quarter would be how much? If you don't remember, say 0.25. All right, so this is literally what you would write down. I'm not gonna have you work it out. I'm gonna give you the answer to that. All right, you already know how to work it out. You just have to put in your calculator anyway. After you say 100 into 2,400. All right, so guys, your final answer for that part would have been, well, not your final answer. So you would have gotten $330. But we were asked to find the amount of money due to her at the end of this period, which means we have to say in the bank, she already had 2,400 total due. 2,400 plus the $330. All right, we really would have to ensure we say it like that. So always watch out when them ask you, what are you asked to find? Go ahead and find it. So if you're asked to find the interest, you find just the interest. If you're asked to find how much money she have in total, add the interest to what the person deposited. Good. If you are told the time in 2 years, you're writing a 2. If you're told the time 36 months, you know that's 3 years. Always write down your number, your time in terms of years. All right. These interests and stuff with the bank do, it's calculated based on the amount of years that you have the money there. All right. I don't think I want to push your brains any further. All right. So we can start with goodbye for now. Okay, last question. This we are finished. All right. So we know. Good. 7:30. Thank you. All right. 7:30. Janelle, let me see where you could have do. Where you could do now. So if you did 2,400 times 11 times 15 and divided that by 100, you'd get 3,960, which would have been wrong, all right, because the time would have been off. All right. And oh no, sorry guys. So I see that persons were getting 33,000 because persons forgot to actually divide by the 100. All right. So the 33,000 should have been 330. All right, John, that part there for you. And the last part, guys, it says the billing society charge a processing fee. Calculate the fee, what I'm telling about, as a percentage of. So it's the fee as a percentage of the original money. Fee as a percentage of. Put you over it. Fee as a percentage of the original money. Have a nice life. But yeah, this is where we end, guys. Okay, Jean-Nel, I see you. All right. So what will you get as your final answer? Hush, me darling. All right. So we have to be very careful. So sometimes, this is why sometimes teachers tell us to look over too when they're done, because yeah. Yes, Pinky, we finished and we now practice and forgot past 9 o'clock. Okay. All right. So guys, when I invite a friend them tell us if you can snack, I'm can't bother people, you know, bets because them only have, you know, or they not for eat. Janelle though, she just drink her water and go and about her business. But some people not have nothing to eat, so you have to tell them from early so they prepare. If I want to look up noodle, want sweetie. All right. I'm kidding. We should all, now go like me, you know, healthy now. We should all practice to have our dinner before a certain time. You know, say time, come not to quote me. But yeah. Yes, Donna Dean, guys, I don't know. Not to type yes if you're not giving us 15 more minutes. You have to type yes and tell me in the chat 15 more minutes. Because see, Donna Dean just asked, and this is like me going mad if I get to another part here. Donna Dean just asked if we can do a question to find the time or the rate or the principal. And we're gonna just do one. Oh, we don't need 9:15, 9:05. All right. So here is one. May I go on before and say yes? Come on, and say yes. All right. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And here is it. What if you're not asked to find the interest, but you're given the interest, you're given the money that was there originally, you're given the time. First thing, Pinky, we know you want to sleep. You have to go on. Osh. First thing is that you need to, when you write down the formula, simple interest equals principal times rate times time. Nobody kill up yourself and say, J's and P's. Me really, okay, Pinky said, okay, to the 5 minutes. All right. Nobody go kill up yourself and say, Lord God, I don't know if you find rate, me not a formula at the same formula. Good? So you say to yourself, now if you remember a formula, I tell you how to get it already. All right. Simple interest on $15,000 for 4 years is $8,100. Now, first mistake, some people normally write the 15,000 for the interest. That's another question say. So the interest on so and so for 4 years is 8,100. You put in right in a space of interest there. Then you say, what is the principal? 15,000. Times, what is the rate? I don't know. What is the time? 4 years over 100. And the only thing we can stop you right now is if you don't know how to solve an equation. If you don't know how to solve an equation, you're dead in the show. All right. So here we go. We can still do the 100 into this. All right. And you write, when you're solving an equation, you do an operation, you write down what exactly is left on both sides. So this is 8,100 equals 150 times R times 4. Multiply the numbers. 150 times 4, then that's going to be about 600. So that's 600 R. Good. If you reach here, some error, me say good if you're good. All right. So you put in all of the stuff that you know. And after that, just solve the equation. All right. Divide. You want R, so you're not done. You want R. You want the rate. Divide by 600. Anything you do to one side, do it to the other. Just saying, we have one equation sample. So good. All right. Not tonight. Yes, Pinky. Yes, Pinky. All right. Take it to 600. All right. And then it's simple now. R is equal to whatever that work out to be. Okay. And that is the rate. And you know that you're going to give the answer in terms of percentage, right? Definitely going to give the answer in terms of percentage. So by the way, for you guys, so you can use your hand to this, you can use your head to this. Okay. You can simplify 81 and 6, excuse me, by using the number 3. All right. Or you can just use a calculator. So you have 13.5%. All right. So you could have also simplified. Those people who like to simplify the fractions, which you should. All right. If you're, especially if you're working like a paper 1 question. If this comes on paper 1, is what you do. 2 into 6, 3. Sorry, 3 into 6, 2. And I'm gonna take that rub off. Okay. And 3 into 81 would have been 27. 27 over 2, right? That's as a decimal. Or as a fraction, 13.5. So you're gonna say the rate is 13.5%. All right, if you write as a decimal, 13.5. Stick Pinky, y'all, I get it so early in front of enough people. See, so you have to relax. All right, guys, so I'll see you. I'll see you. I'll see you. I'll see you. Anyway, if you not tell me bye, on a can't leave. So that's the passport to leave in the class. All right. Anyway, I don't know some, so I'll see y'all. Well, y'all will see me on Monday. And then I'll see back y'all on Saturday. All right, bye guys. Bye. See me, I like get choops. See me, I like get lovey eyes. All right, bye, Pinky. All right. So Pinky and Jonelle can all give and tell me bye. All right, guys. So I'll see you. I'll see you. I'll see you. I'll see you. Bye, Janelle. Thank you. Thank you. I will. I will take care. You too, my darling.